Hey guys, it's Homegrown here. I'm here today to give you guys a little inspiration. Let's start that right now. Hey, it's Homegrown USA here. I got such a good thank you guys for your responses on that video I did 2 videos back. Right now we are under a tornado watch, and it looks really bad outside, but I'm not really scared. So thank you for your comments. And if I keep getting the comments and the subscribers, this is what we're going to do because I kind of feel led to do this. So it's story time, and today is really simple and quick. So imagine you're with 4 friends and your teacher. So it's 5 of you. 5 of you, you and your buddies, girlfriends, boyfriends, but you're with your friends, okay? And you're following this dude, and he's the teacher. And, he started off by saying, "Follow me." And if you notice, he still says, "Follow me" today. Follow me. He told Levi, which we know is Matthew, the tax collector, he says, "Follow me." How many people would just drop what they're doing and follow him? Matthew did, and we should too. So the story I'm bringing to you guys today is one of my favorites, but I love so many. And it's where you're with your friends, and all of a sudden he says, "Hey, following Jesus is fun." He says, "Hey, you guys, come follow me up on top of this mountain." you know so you're with your 4 friends, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he transfigures into this bright light, and his clothes were just shining like he no longer is human. You get it? I don't know how many of you guys that watch them, paranormal activity things, but this is above and beyond anything that they could put on TV that would be real. So you're with your 4 friends. He transfigures before you. Just imagine that alone. It gets better. So you're standing there, and all of a sudden, "Hey, how's it going?" "It's going pretty good." And you're talking about the tornadoes outside or the weather, and all of a sudden, this guy turns bright white as the sun. Would you be scared? At this point, I would be. So after he does that, he walks up the hill and he talks to Elias and Moses. Now, everyone knows that Elias and Moses were in this part of the Bible, the New Testament. Elias and Moses are all the way back in the beginning. So these guys have been gone for a long time. And you're watching this man, who was a man, transfigure into this bright white ghost figure, walk up, and now he's talking to 2 other ghosts. By this time, I'd be running away probably. I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, this is insane." So this is one of my favorite out of many parts of the Bible. He's talking to them, and as he's talking, he turns around to come back, and you hear this out of the sky, "Behold, this is my son. Listen to him." By that time, I'd be crying because who knows? But the story goes like this, and I'm going to read it to you, and then we'll capitalize real quick on the end, and then I'm going to let you guys go. It says, "And after 6 days, Jesus taketh Peter and James and John." Whenever it says James and John, it's probably going to be fun. So he takes Peter, James, and John and his brother to bringeth them up unto a high mountain apart, and was transfigured before them. That's incredible to me. This is the guy that, they make into a normal dude. They crucify him on a cross. He's dead. And then the credits run. They don't talk about this stuff. So he transfigures before them, and his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as light. And behold, there appeared unto them Moses and Elias, talking with him. Yeah, he transfigures. Now he's up here talking to these two guys. Unbelievable. Then answered Peter unto Jesus. Then answered Peter and said unto Jesus. Peter told Jesus, "Are you sure we should be here for this?" Wouldn't that be your natural reaction? Then answered Peter and said unto Jesus, "Lord, is it good for us to be here?" That's exactly what I would say. Is it good for us to be here? You know, if thou wilt, let us make here 3 tabernacles, one for thee, and one for Moses, and one for Elias. Like, we'll build all 3 of you guys tabernacles, whatever you want. And they were scared to death, much like when they were on the boat and he was sleeping. And while he yet spoke, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them. Now this bright cloud comes over top of them, and a voice says, "Behold, a voice out of the cloud, which said, This is my beloved Son, to whom I am well pleased. Hear ye him." Listen to him. By this time, paranormal activities on TV and all that stuff's junk, because we don't know how big this God is. This guy just transformed himself to being flesh, to boom, a bright white light. Not only that, he goes and talks to 2 other bright white lights. Then walks down, and the voice comes over these bright skies and says, "Behold, listen to him. Hear ye him." And when the disciples heard it, they fell on their face. I would have been falling on my face. Oh my gosh. And you guys would too. I mean, how amazing is that? And we're so afraid. These guys were so scared. And guess what? And Jesus came and touched them, just touched them. And says, "Arise and be not ye afraid." What an awesome God. What an awesome Lord we serve. Jesus is so amazing that he walks down to these 4 guys and he just touches them. And he says, "Be ye not afraid." Because you know why? Much like the tornadoes that are going on, the world's coming to an end, the stock market's crashing, Nibiru's going to hit Earth. He gives us peace beyond all understanding. You have peace in your heart about things. So when I say you need to be spiritually prepared, this is so you have peace beyond all understanding. And you know in your heart, number 1, I'm okay with the Lord, and I'm ready to go now. He can have me. Because after all, we're supposed to offer ourselves as a living sacrifice. That means you give all to him. You don't hold, you don't say, "Hey, I'm going to do my bills. I'll take care of my bills, Lord, but you can take care of my health." You see, I tried that and it don't work. When it says as a living sacrifice, you have to give all of yourself to him. And when you give all of yourself to him, things start to change and it becomes fascinating. And it becomes much like when you're following him in here, things get fun. So I had to bring that to you guys. I am only 8 minutes in and I accomplished that. I'll tell you guys what, if I see my subscribers go up and you guys, are thumbing this up and I get the replies like I did last time, we'll keep doing this. This is a blast for me. When I talk about the Lord and I talk about the Bible, I get all wound up. I mean, and you guys got to understand, he gives you peace beyond all understanding. Imagine being on the boat and he's sleeping and there's storms and the boat's going like this. The Sea of Galilee's big, but it's not huge. And the way it's shaped, the winds can whip up really quick. A storm can happen like that, if you've ever seen it. And so you're on the boat, right? And the storm whips up and it's crazy. And he's back there just, and he stands up and he says, "Be still." That's all he says, "Be still." And the sea goes flat from waves crashing over top the boat to flat. And everything turns to peace. Why? He created it. Isn't the creator the creator usually has, if I created something and I normally know how to fix it or what's wrong with it. You see, he created the wind and he created the sea. He can command it to do whatever it wants, whatever he wants it to do. On that note, subscribe, click the bell icon, give me a thumbs up, and if I see a bunch of comments on this and my subscribers go up again, you guys will talk about this more often. I love you guys so much, but most of all, if no one told you that they loved you today, he does.